Even though I played a bunch of Kirby games over the years and absolutely love Forgotten Land, Kirby Air Ride is one of those titles I completely missed. I know of Kirby Air Ride, I played it maybe 5 times at a buddy's house back in the day, and the only reason I even touched it was because he was the day one game's friend. You know the type, new console, he got it. New game, he's playing into the car ride home. Meanwhile, I'm still stuck renting the same scratch disc from Blockbuster for the 3rd weekend in a row. I remember liking Air Ride. I also remember thinking it was kinda tough, though for the life of me, I can't tell you why. It's been like a decade and a half. My memory of that whole era is just late night game sessions, lots of snacks, and yelling at each other over who got to use the Wavebird. So honestly, my hype for Kirby Air Riders on the Switch 2 wasn't really about Kirby at all. It was about Masahiro Sakurai. This is the guy behind Super Smash Bros., some of my favorite games ever made. And if there's one thing you can count on Sakurai for, it's polish. Dude puts more effort into his games than I put into my entire week. The man oozes quality, and Smash Ultimate is proof of that. If you can get Cloud, Snake, Banjo, and Sora all into one roster, you know whatever he touches is going to be something special. And then somehow, this game is releasing in the same year as a new Mario Kart and a new Sonic Kart Racer. Even Sakurai joked about how ridiculous that is. But the show must go on, and after actually sitting down with Kirby Air Riders, oh my god, this game is amazing. Right off the bat, the presentation hits you. The colors pop, the animations burst with energy, and everything has this glossy Kirby charm that somehow never feels overwhelming. You've got sparks flying, trails whipping behind you, big chunky effects whenever you boost or crash into someone, but the game never loses clarity. It's loud but not messy, stylish but not distracting, and the music, it absolutely slaps. If you told me some of these tracks were unreleased Smash songs Sakurai had locked in a vault somewhere, I'd believe you. There's energetic orchestral stuff, upbeat Kirby tunes, and even some surprisingly intense battle themes. It all adds to the energy and makes races feel way more dramatic than they have any right to be. The amount of content in this game honestly shocked me, until it didn't, because, you know, it's Sakurai. You've got multiple ways to play, and all of them feel like they belong here. Nothing feels like filler. First off is the classic racing mode, which is the closest thing the game has to a traditional kart racer. If you just want to pick a ride, hop on a track, and see who crosses the finish line first, this is the mode for you. You've got a collection of themed courses, each with hazards, shortcuts, and environmental quirks that fit the Kirby vibe. Races get surprisingly competitive, especially once you start mastering drifting and ability timing. It's simple, but it's fast, clean, and extremely replayable. Basically the comfort food mode of this game. Then there's Top Ride, which I honestly didn't think I'd care about, but ended up loving way more than expected. It shifts the camera to a bird's eye view, giving the whole mode an arcade-like feel. Think classic micro racer energy, but with Kirby charm. It's chaotic in a different way. You can see more of the track at once, which makes dodging hazards and reading turns a little easier, but the speed makes it feel like you're controlling a tiny space fighter that ate a bag of sugar. It's quick, it's addictive, and it's perfect for short sessions or party play. And of course, we got the campaign, a full-on story mode with bosses, cutscenes, and little challenges to break up the action. It's not the deepest thing in the world, but it's charming and gives you enough reason to explore everything the game has to offer. But obviously, the crown jewel, the mode everyone is here for, is City Trial. And let me tell you, City Trial is fantastic. You drop into this giant floating city and have 5 minutes to explore, collect upgrades, sabotage other players, chase events, or just try not to explode. The map is huge and something is always happening. Meteors falling, giant enemies spawning, environmental hazards going crazy, and you're scrabbling just to grab stab boosters like a maniac. And then at the end you get thrown into a random stadium event, and suddenly all those power-ups you picked up either pay off big, or you realize you spent 5 minutes becoming a high-speed machine of death only to get stuck into a jumping challenge. But that's the magic of it. It's chaotic, it's unpredictable, it's messy, and it's fun every single time. Even when you lose, you want to jump right back in because next time might be your insane victory lap. This mode alone is worth the price of admission. It captures that perfect balance of strategy and stupidity that makes great party games great. Gameplay feels familiar if you play the original, but expanded in smart ways. Your machine still accelerates on its own, no manual gas pedal, so the focus is on drifting, timing boosts, and using your abilities at the right moment. There's also a dedicated special button now, which gives each rider a unique move. At first it threw me off, I won't lie. There is a learning curve here. I had a few early races where I was basically doing Kirby donuts while everyone else left me in the dust. But the more you play, the more it clicks, and once it clicks, it's buttery smooth. Every machine feels different, and there are a ton of ways to customize them. You can build speed monsters, tanky machines that plow through everything, weird floaty builds that don't seem good at first until you somehow win the whole match by accident. The options are wild, and the game runs beautifully. Even when everything goes full Michael Bay, the frame rate holds up. It feels clean, responsive, and polished in that classic Sakurai way. Now, it's not perfect. The control scheme can take some getting used to. If you're coming straight from Mario Kart or Sonic, the no accelerator system might feel awkward. The new special button is cool, but it definitely adds a layer of complexity that might trip up newcomers. Some of the stadium events at the end of the city trial can also feel a little anticlimactic depending on what you build. You might spend the whole round making the ultimate flying machine of doom only to get stuck with who can collect the most apples. Fun, yes, but sometimes kind of deflating. And the story mode, while charming, isn't exactly gripping. It's more like a side dish than a main course. But honestly, none of these problems stick around long enough to hurt the overall experience. experience. So yeah, I went into Kirby Air Riders with almost no nostalgia and barely any experience with the original, but I walked away super impressed. It's polished, it's packed with content, it's bursting with personality, and it brings back City Trial in a way that feels modern without losing what made it special. Kirby might not have as much star power as Mario and Sonic, but that's not going to stop him from releasing one of the best kart racers I've ever played. So what do you guys think? Are you picking up Kirby Air Riders? And if so, what machine are you building first? Let me know down in the comments below. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.